If you experience jealousy, needing excessive reassurance, testing your partner's loyalty, overanalyzing their behavior, or you feel insecure when your partner is away, then this video is for you. Because you might be unconsciously sabotaging your romantic relationships and pushing away the very thing that you want. In today's video, we're going to talk about the anxious preoccupied attachment style, how it's formed in childhood, and how that foundational relationship between the primary caregiver and the infant sets the blueprint for how that child will later experience romantic relationships as an adult. And more importantly, we're going to discuss what you can do to shift this so that you can have a more pleasant experience in love. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jess, and I help women who are over the age of 30 break free from self-sabotage so that they can have more success in their life. If you like what you hear today, please consider subscribing so that we can stay connected. And if you get any value, please do me a favor and tap that like button so that this message can hopefully reach the people who need to hear it the most. According to non-clinical adult samples using the Adult Attachment Interview, about 19% of the global population have an anxious, preoccupied attachment style. The attachment style name is slightly different for the child versus the adult. The child has an anxious, ambivalent attachment, and for the adult, it's called anxious, preoccupied attachment. To better understand how these individuals operate in love, we have to go all the way back to where it started, the relationship between the primary caregiver and the infant. For these infants, the primary caregiver isn't consistent in meeting their needs. The caregiver will show up sometimes but be absent other times. It's this inconsistency on behalf of the caregiver that gives these little ones this feeling of anxiety deep down. The child is left to wonder whether or not their needs are going to be met. And it's this intermittent reinforcement from the inconsistent caregiving, such as a parent who alternates between giving affection and then neglecting the child, praising the child and then criticizing them, being available and then withdrawing. When the child's brain is developing, they start to crave these unpredictable rewards. It's kind of like a slot machine. It triggers these powerful dopamine surges in the hopes that their needs could be met. Because of the inconsistency with this infant's needs being met, this little one starts to develop these core subconscious beliefs that love will not always be there for them. And this becomes the foundational belief and energetic blueprint that they're going to carry with them into their adult romantic relationships. So imagine for a second an adult who carries this subconscious belief that it's just a matter of time before love will leave me. How do you think their relationships are going to go? They're probably going to experience a heartbreaking relationship, one after another. When you understand this about your subconscious mind, it's all going to make sense. Your subconscious mind wants to make sure that you stay alive. That's its number one job. And it does that by making sure that you stay safe. So whatever you survived in the past, it records in your subconscious mind that that is safe and survivable. And it's going to continue to replay that loop for you as an adult because it knows that you can survive it. That is why people have a hard time breaking free from what's familiar to them. When you survive inconsistency in love, that is what your subconscious mind will attract and be attracted to in partners that you choose. Until you change the patterning, the programming in your subconscious mind, you're going to keep replaying the same painful loops in your romantic relationships. If you are looking to change this so that you can have an easier experience in love, please reach out. I do offer a complimentary 15-minute Zoom call. The link is in the description below. So even though the child is experiencing this inconsistency, when their needs are actually met, it can feel like a high, which can create this addictive feeling in love, always leaving them looking for their next high. But the high comes with the intermittent reinforcement, never knowing when you're going to get it. And when you do get it, it feels really intense. And it's that intensity which is addictive. So let's look at how this manifests in adult romantic relationships. People with an anxious, preoccupied attachment style experience this intense fear of abandonment that's also coupled with feeling low self-worth. These deeper core wounds can manifest in unconscious self-sabotaging behaviors in their relationships, which will actually push their partners away. They have this need for constant reassurance. They'll bombard their partners with questions like, do you still love me? Why didn't you text? This creates pressure, making their partner feel smothered or inadequate, which leads them to withdraw. They can even be clingy and violate others' boundaries. They struggle to give space to their partners. Maybe they show up unannounced, or they insist on constantly having contact, or they want to merge lives too quickly. And this can cause their partner to feel trapped and smothered. They may even rush commitment and push labels on the relationship before it's ready. They may even jump into marriage prematurely because they want to lock in this sense of security, but it ends up pushing their partners away. They can be hypervigilant and jealous and will even accuse their partners of being unfaithful. They can hyper-focus on their partner's friendly interactions with someone of the opposite sex, and then they can lash out and yell at their partner, saying things like, "You're cheating on me, aren't you?" And this can cause their partners to feel like they have to walk on eggshells. It can be emotionally draining and exhausting for their partners to have to deal with their level of insecurity. Not to mention that being accused of cheating when someone is faithful is very disrespectful. They can be emotionally reactive. Small issues like their partner coming home late from work or forgetting to call can trigger an oversized reaction, such as crying, yelling, or even the silent treatment. They can unconsciously even test their partners to see if their partners love them. They might pick fights, or they might even flirt with others to provoke jealousy to see if their partner even cares about them. They have a tendency to overanalyze and ruminate. They can interpret neutral actions, like a partner being busy at work, as disinterest, which can cause them to spiral and feel a lot of anxiety and may even cause them to have a confrontation with their partner. There's an unconscious need for drama that mirrors the instability that they experienced in childhood. After a while, it can just be too much for their partners and they just want to leave the relationship. Then you'll hear the person who has the preoccupied attachment style shout at their partner, "You're just like everyone else who leaves me," which is really that subconscious belief that keeps recreating this experience for them. Their behavior pushes people away, leaving them heartbroken. The good news is that the brain is always changing. This is the whole concept behind neuroplasticity. And while there are some people out there that say you can't change your attachment style, I truly believe that with the right help, you can. You heal this by healing the core wounds from childhood, by updating the subconscious beliefs that were formed in your subconscious mind to beliefs that serve you. The good news is that you can shift from an anxious, preoccupied attachment to earned, secure attachment with the right help. You can change these unconscious beliefs and create the kind of love and partnership that you truly want. After working with hundreds of different women to help them shift their attachment style, I've uncovered core beliefs from each of the attachment styles. And if you'd like to learn more about the specific subconscious beliefs that are connected to the anxious, preoccupied attachment, you can go ahead and check out this video here.